We'll show you how a dozen people are making this a very special Christmas for 3 young children whose Christmas presents were stolen.
That's a big system. It's going to cause a lot of problems there traveling through the air. We got severe storms down toward the Gulf states. We got a lot of snow up toward the Midwest. But what's going to be tracking through our neck of the woods? Well, I'll show you those answers coming up.
I just had a home invasion. I shot a guy.
And we're hearing the 911 calls from a Central Kentucky man who shot an intruder who broke into his home.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT News. It's good to have you with us. I'm Bill Bryant. Rebecca's in today for Barbara Bailey, and here's what's going on.
Yeah, if you've been outside today, things are feeling pretty nice out there.
Right, but wetter and maybe more wintry as the week goes along. Changes are on the way just in time for Christmas. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris live now in our First Alert Weather Center. He's keeping us alert on what could be in store for holiday traveling, especially if you're flying.
Oh, no doubt about it. We already saw the travel issues there at Bluegrass Airport earlier today. Just about a couple of hours ago, we started to see those travel issues and a lot of delays coming in. And check up the airports. Well, it does look like we're continuing to see delays across the region, especially back toward the north, south, east, and west. Not so much around our region, and this is why. I'll span out here in just a couple of minutes, but you can see First Alert Defender Live radar. Not much going on across the region. I mean, we're getting cloudy skies. Maybe some peaks down toward the south and southeast. You guys are actually feeling really good right now. Everybody's feeling all right, but we still have a couple of sprinkles here and there as you work your way back toward the Bluegrass Parkway, and also 150, 127, and you can see heading over towards 62, still looking at some of these light sprinkles. And that's it. But here's the deal. Span out just a little bit and look down toward Tennessee. Things are starting to really spark up. And what you're going to get out of this is not only rain, but check that out, coming just south of Nashville, thunderstorms. And that's exactly what we will see as we go throughout the afternoon. We talked about it early this morning, that the best chance of rain today is not so much during the morning or early afternoon. It's really going to be late afternoon off into the evening, and that's when this bulk of the rain is going to be flying on in here with severe weather down toward the Gulf states, snow back up toward the north, and we're kind of in the middle right there as this system really gets going. We'll go over the latest forecasts off into your Christmas because that's what everybody wants to know about. I'll go over that in just a few minutes.
Hey, we'll see you in a bit with that. We thank you, and we have more news.
A Grinch nearly stole Christmas for a Lexington family.
On Friday, we told you about a break-in at an apartment on West 7th Street where a thief took off with all of the family's gifts. But after seeing that story, many of you have stepped up to help make sure that some young children did have some gifts under their tree. WKYT's Mark Barber spoke with a father who is grateful for the community support. Mark?
The father says after the Christmas crook stole his children's Christmas presents, he knew this Christmas would be hard to forget. But he says after seeing so many generous people help his children, this will now be a Christmas to remember. This is what the 3 children will find under their tree on Christmas morning. Santa had a little help with a pile of toys and clothes for the 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and 6-year-old. These gifts are from a dozen people who are spreading some Christmas cheer.
They're going to have new outfits, new shoes, some new toys, basically everything they could want.
Jermonta Sturgis says after a burglar broke into his house on West 7th Street and stole his children's presents last week, he only had 6 days to find them new gifts.
When it happened, I just felt so bad about it, and I thought I failed as a father.
He never asked for help replacing the presents. People just started doing it. Sturgis says while that may have been a small gesture of kindness for some, it's helped show him what this time of year is all about.
I've seen that there still are good people in the world, and I just personally like to thank every single person out there that's been so supportive in this dark moment.
Investigators say they are still searching for the burglar who swiped the children's Christmas presents. In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. And Sturgis believes that the burglar waited until he was at work to break into his home and steal those Christmas gifts.
A suspect who led police on a chase through Lexington over the weekend was already wanted by police. According to an arrest citation, police had been searching for Marco Givens since May when police say he shot a woman on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Over the weekend, Givens took police on a chase through Lexington and held a woman and child against their will. He's facing 16 charges, including unlawful imprisonment and wanton endangerment. Still no arrests this midday in Lexington's latest shooting. Surveillance video shows two men firing shots outside a store on East 6th Street at Pemberton Street yesterday. One man was hit. We do not know that man's condition today, but police tell us he had serious injuries. They think the shooters drove off in a white car. The State Transportation Department hopes that two arrests will put an end to a costly crime spree.
Now, police say a Winchester couple is responsible for stealing copper wiring along Kentucky highways, leaving drivers not only to have to travel in the dark, but also to have to foot the bill for expensive repairs. WKYT Sam Smith is running that down and has more on how the pair got caught. Sam?
About 3 months ago, investigators announced they had a problem with people stealing copper wire from lights on the interstate. So they offered a $2,500 reward for information that led to an arrest. A week later, someone came forward that knew about the thefts and wanted the $2,500. Investigators were able to monitor a light system. Cameras caught the thieves in the act, which led investigators to conduct a search warrant at their house, where more copper wire was found. Investigators say Aaron and Cindy Ferguson of Winchester removed copper wire from light systems from several different counties, several times between April and November this year. Yesterday, a grand jury indicted the couple on 22 felony counts of theft by unlawful taking or disposition and criminal mischief. Investigators say these thefts caused tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage each time because of how the copper is stolen, and say it's a hazard each time it's done.
So we hope not only have we saved money in the future on thefts, but we've also saved lives in the future.
Investigators believe the Fergusons had at least one other accomplice and are offering another $2,500 reward for any information that leads to another arrest. In Franklin County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Sam, thank you. And Aaron Ferguson was also indicted on drug-related charges.
State wildlife officials continue to investigate where a mountain lion came from that was found in Bourbon County last week.
It's been all the talk. Fish and wildlife workers killed the lion after a woman reported finding it in a tree near her home. DNA testing should help investigators determine if that big cat had been kept in captivity or if it was from the wild. They think it belonged to someone, but they say they have not been able to track down any owner as of yet. Testing could take several more weeks to complete.
Well, the owner of a Danville body shop was indicted by a grand jury for allegedly shooting another man during an argument. The Advocate Messenger reports that Jerry Mathis was indicted on first-degree assault charges. Police say he shot Ricky Cole back in October inside his shop after a dispute over a pickup truck. Mathis was indicted for possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia.
State police have caught a Missouri murder suspect here in Kentucky. St. Louis police contacted police here after tracking Melvis Arena to Boyd County. State police made a traffic stop in an area near I-64. Police Arena lied about his name at first. They arrested him, and he is now awaiting extradition back to Missouri.
Family members say a Kentucky man is lucky to be alive after an explosion in his garage. It happened in Meade County. Family members say the 70-year-old man was working on a propane tank when something caused it to ignite. The explosion sparked a fire that destroyed the garage. The man's daughter says she heard the explosion and rushed to help her father escape. He's being treated at the hospital.
Well, if you're one of the people who still has some gifts to mark off of your Christmas shopping list, you'll have more time to get out to some stores. Fayette Mall will once again be open until 11 o'clock tonight. You can go out from 6 until 6 tomorrow. So those are the hours we just got in. Good to have you with us on WKYT. An important recall for Keurig lovers.
Why the coffee maker is pulling some of its products off of store shelves.
New York City will stop to remember two police officers shot to death on Saturday. I'm Marley Hall in Brooklyn, New York, with the latest coming up.